Bitch, I'm loaded. Who's badass? You know what it is. All the way live, nigga.
Hey, Bonzo, we got a hit, boy.
Ooh, big head on the beat.
Bitch, I'm loaded. You gon' need a remote to control me. Feeling like I'm too
Things you enjoy. Call Turf Masters by Wednesday and get a free quote and $25 off your service.
Months after being found in her car on the side of the road, the death of a 27-year-old mother remains a mystery. Natalie Jones's body was found in October after she was reported missing 3 months earlier. Joe Hankey talked to the sheriff's office today about why this case has been so hard to crack.
Natalie Jones was last seen alive on 4th of July weekend 2020. 3 months later, on October 6th, this is where her body would be found, inside her hot pink Chevrolet Cavalier near Franklin, Georgia, in the intersection of Welcome and Roosterville Road.
Based on the evidence that we obtained, we believe the car was there the whole time she was missing.
Today, Lieutenant Dan Boswell with the Heard County Sheriff's Office said investigators believe Jones's body was in the car the entire time. Last week, the GBI finished an autopsy and other tests and sent the results to the Heard County Sheriff's Office. A statement released by the Sheriff's Office reads, "The death investigation, autopsy, and toxicology testing of Natalie Jones did not reveal a clear cause of death."
There was no trauma or any indications of foul play to her.
Boswell said the investigation into Jones's death is still considered open and active. And while he's received many tips from the public since last July, none of them have helped solve the case, but he continues to ask for the public's help.
Actual knowledge of her death, yes, absolutely. If they could come forward, that would be appreciated.
Somebody has to know something out there. She didn't just disappear on her own by herself, just out of nowhere.
In July, we interviewed Jessica Bishop, Jones's sister. Bishop said when her sister went missing, all activity on her social media and bank account stopped. The sheriff's office previously confirmed Jones was last seen in Jackson Gap, Alabama before 1 a.m. on July 5th, along with her car. How her car ended up in a wooded area and how she died, though, are questions the sheriff's office is still unable to answer. And the Heard County Sheriff's Office is asking for anyone with information that they believe could help solve this case to come forward. We have contact information for the investigator handling this case inside this story right now on 11alive.com.
Joe, thanks a lot. Months after being found in her car on the side of the road, the death of a 27-year-old mother remains a mystery. Natalie Jones's body was found in October after she was reported missing 3 months earlier. Joe Hankey talked to the sheriff's office today about why this case has been so hard to crack.
Natalie Jones was last seen alive on 4th of July weekend 2020. 3 months later, on October 6th, this is where her body would be found, inside her hot pink Chevrolet Cavalier near Franklin, Georgia, in the intersection of Welcome and Roosterville Road.
Based on the evidence that we obtained, we believe the car was there the whole time she was missing.
Today, Lieutenant Dan Boswell with the Heard County Sheriff's Office said investigators believe Jones's body was in the car the entire time. Last week, the GBI finished an autopsy and other tests and sent the results to the Heard County Sheriff's Office. A statement released by the Sheriff's Office reads, "The death investigation, autopsy, and toxicology testing of Natalie Jones did not reveal a clear cause of death."
There was no trauma or any indications of foul play to her.
Boswell said the investigation into Jones's death is still considered open and active. And while he's received many tips from the public since last July, none of them have helped solve the case, but he continues to ask for the public's help.
Actual knowledge of her death, yes, absolutely. If they could come forward, that would be appreciated.
Somebody has to know something out there. She didn't just disappear on her own by herself, just out of nowhere.
In July, we interviewed Jessica Bishop, Jones's sister. Bishop said when her sister went missing, all activity on her social media and bank account stopped. The sheriff's office previously confirmed Jones was last seen in Jackson Gap, Alabama before 1 a.m. on July 5th, along with her car. How her car ended up in a wooded area and how she died, though, are questions the sheriff's office is still unable to answer. And the Heard County Sheriff's Office is asking for anyone with information.
Greetings, friends. Welcome to today's reading. This reading is going to be on a girl that was missing in Georgia. Now, she has since been found, but there are really no answers to what happened to her. Now, this is going to be on Natalie Jones. She was found 3 months later in her vehicle in an overgrown field after the landowners decided to cut down all the weeds. She was found in the driver's seat of her car. Now, due to the state that she was in, the amount of time that had passed, the weather and all that, her cause of death has been ruled as inconclusive, so they don't know what her cause of death was, what the manner was. But, of course, your lovely GBI says that there is no foul play. Now, how do they know there's no foul play if they can't even determine the cause of death? That doesn't make any sense to me. This has no clear answers. There's no persons of interest. There's no leads, no tips. The only thing that they have is speculation, a lot of it, and rumors from the streets. So, I don't see getting all the answers in one read. So, I've got 10 questions here that I am going to ask the cards in regards to Natalie's disappearance and her death, so that it would open up doorways for us to have other reads by, so we can put this puzzle together. Here we go. Natalie Jones. This was a mother of 2 boys. She was 27. Went missing after a 4th of July party that she attended in Alabama. She is from Georgia. Now, I went to go look up just the basics of this case, and so I could form my questions, and that's all there was basics of the case, just how she was found. So, let's see here. Let's go with circumstances that prevented her from going home right after the party. The truth surrounding the text that was sent from her phone to her friend telling her that she made it. And in fact, she never even made it home. Circumstances surrounding Jonathan contacting her the day before she went missing. The reason for the circumstances of him contacting her. Circumstances surrounding Natalie going missing. Circumstances surrounding the location she was found in. As in, how she got there, if she was there the whole 3 months, which they don't think that she was. Just the circumstances surrounding the location she was found in. Circumstances surrounding her death. Perpetrator. Motive. Final word. Okay. And going along with our first question, which is going to be the circumstances surrounding Natalie not making it home from the party, what circumvented her from going, is going to be the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords, the overall meaning of that card is ruin. This is a sudden event that has a history. The outcome of a chain of events. This leads to a change in relationships. It's on that type of aspect. It's signifying a dramatic ending, and rather than just one individual taking part in this dramatic ending, it's a group. So this is telling that this was something that was done not by just one person. It was others that helped and aided as well. Now, this is also severing ties, goodbyes, a final straw of a relationship, and it signifies violence and attacks. Okay, so this looks to be exactly what was mentioned about the ex-boyfriend contacting her the day before she went missing. This was what it was about. This was him, and he's not. He's got people that's helped him along the way, so that's why there's been no arrest or no finger pointing, or that's why he's walked. Now the next question was going to be the truth of the text sent of her sending to her friend saying, "I made it." This is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man shows someone trapped in a situation and facing a dilemma. I think that she did send the text herself, but she was forced to. Just to give a little play and time for somebody to be looking for it or notice that she wasn't home. The next one is going to be the circumstances surrounding Jonathan contacting her the day before she went missing, and that's going to be the Five of Cups reversed. That's showing someone that's meeting up with an old partner, finally letting go of painful past memories, ready to pick up the pieces, to face reality, and move on. Only way to do that if she was one of the lead witnesses in his drug trial was to silence her permanently. Now, the reason for the circumstances is the Ace of Pentacles. That presents an opportunity for further attainment. This to opportunity to build your future favorably. So if she testified against him, then that would put him away. But if she wasn't around to testify, then that would be him off favorably. That would be an opportunity for him to restart. Wow, this is all over her being a witness in his drug trial. Now, the circumstances surrounding Natalie going missing is the Eight of Swords reversed. That shows feeling trapped, having strong emotions of guilt, anger, and regret. This coming on from surrendering to pressure and being completely paralyzed by fear. So he's pressured her to meet up with him that night. And she was afraid not to. Now, the next one being circumstances surrounding the location that she was found. There was a lot of murmurings about the car being too clean and how that they had passed by there every day looking for her for months at it, for 3 months. And then finally she's all of a sudden found in that field. People think that she was just put there, that she wasn't there the whole 3 months, because it was awful. I don't believe in coincidences. It's awful funny that the day that you schedule an organized search is when she's found. So that's going to be the Ace of Swords. That's new plans. It shows being on behalf of authority, justice, good news in legals, success, decisions, and beginnings. So she was just placed there. She was just placed there. It looks like to me that authority and justice looks like the law enforcement, your GBI there. That's why they're not, why they were so shady about it. They've helped place her there. That's how nobody was spotted taking her vehicle there. It looks like to me, I would say, they've put her on a rollback. Put that car on a rollback because there was no damage done to that car. Either that or, how else could you transport a vehicle? Under guys, could you put it in like a U-Haul type truck?
You could put it in a enclosed trailer. You could put it on a trailer. You could.
There we go. Either an enclosed trailer or the car covered up. That's how they got her there. Now, the next one is going to be the circumstances surrounding Natalie's death. That's going to be the Two of Pentacles reversed. That's ego and pride being the forefront runner. It's the ending of a relationship, and it signifies you making poor choices, digging yourself deeper by being pressured. Like I said, he pressured her to be there. She was scared not to. And because his ego and pride, the ending of a relationship, that's what the circumstances was to kill her. Now, the Perpetrator, Nine of Swords reversed. That represents seeing the light at the end of a tunnel. Indicates malicious gossip and scandal and reference to your being. So this is definitely Jonathan. This is definitely all over her being a witness. Motive, Page of Pentacles, it represents laying the foundation for success and a new beginnings for a solid start. There you go. Now, for last words, it's going to be Three of Swords. That indicates an emotional hardship, bringing upset, upheaval, accompanied by trauma and betrayal. This betrayal is a disloyalty from a relationship, a lover. It's suffering a betrayal and loss that cannot be easily brushed over. Simple, cut, and dry. He's pressured her or threatened her or whatever he's done to get her to meet him on her way home from that party. He's had her send that text message, and he's took care of his witness. And he's got help with law enforcement. power and authority is help this boy out. Wow. Man, I got a special place in my heart for law enforcement that's dirty like this. I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm going to get triggered. Now you need to know how deep this involvement goes and what is it that this drug dealer has in his pocket to get law enforcement and the GBI of all to co-conspire with him, or to not just aid in bed, but to also put their hand in this. So that needs to be looked at the next read. But thanks for taking the time to watch the reading. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.